Have you ever stood up from your favorite chair and felt that moment of hesitation? That split second where your legs need just a little extra time to remember they're supposed to support you? Or maybe you've noticed that by afternoon, your legs feel heavier than they used to, like they're carrying an invisible weight that wasn't there in your younger years? If you felt that subtle shift, that quiet concern about whether your legs will carry you through your gardening, your grocery shopping, or those precious moments chasing grandchildren around the backyard, then you're not alone. And here's something that might surprise you. That feeling isn't just getting older. There's actually a sweet, yellow culprit that might be sitting innocently in your fruit bowl right now, quietly contributing to that leg fatigue you've been experiencing. I'm talking about bananas, yes, those same bananas we've been told are nature's perfect snack. But here's what most people don't realize. For seniors over 60, bananas can trigger a cascade of blood sugar spikes and inflammatory responses that directly impact your leg strength and mobility. It's not your fault that you didn't know this. Even many doctors aren't fully aware of how dramatically our bodies change the way they process certain foods as we age. I'm Dr. John DeMarco, and I've spent over 15 years helping thousands of patients understand how food affects their bodies, especially as we enter our golden years. Today, I want to share something with you that could completely change how you think about senior nutrition and leg strength. Because the truth is, you have more control over your mobility and vitality than you might believe. In the next few minutes, we're going to uncover exactly how bananas, despite their healthy reputation, can be silently undermining your leg muscles through sugar spikes and inflammation. More importantly, I'll show you simple, practical alternatives that can help you maintain those strong, steady legs that carry you through all the activities you love. Let me start by painting a picture that might feel familiar. It's Tuesday morning, and you're having your usual breakfast, maybe some oatmeal with sliced banana, or perhaps a banana with your morning coffee. It feels healthy, right? After all, bananas are packed with potassium, they're natural, and they've been recommended for athletes for decades. But here's what's happening inside your body that you can't see or feel immediately. That medium banana contains about 27 grams of carbohydrates and 14 grams of natural sugars. Now, when you're younger, your body handles this sugar load like a well-oiled machine. But once we hit 60, our insulin sensitivity starts to decline. What does that mean in simple terms? It means your body struggles more and more to quickly process that surge of sugar from the banana. Picture this. When you eat that banana, it's like opening a floodgate of sugar into your bloodstream. Your blood sugar spikes rapidly, sometimes jumping 30, 40, even 50 points within an hour. For a senior body that's already working harder to regulate blood sugar, this creates what I call a sugar shock to your system. Now you might be thinking, but Dr. DeMarco, I don't have diabetes, so surely this doesn't affect me. Well, here's where it gets really interesting. And honestly, this is something that shocked me when I first started researching it years ago. When your blood sugar spikes like this, your body goes into emergency mode. It releases a flood of insulin to try to bring those sugar levels back down. But here's the kicker. This roller coaster of high blood sugar, followed by a crash, doesn't just make you feel tired. It actually triggers inflammation throughout your entire body. And guess where that inflammation loves to settle? Right in your muscles and joints, particularly in your legs. Think of inflammation like tiny sparks of irritation spreading through your muscle fibers. Over time, these sparks accumulate, causing your muscles to work less efficiently. They become fatigued more quickly, recover more slowly, and gradually lose their strength and endurance. It's like having a low-grade fire burning in your leg muscles, slowly but steadily sapping their power. Here's a scenario that might sound familiar. You eat a banana for breakfast, maybe another one as an afternoon snack. By evening, you notice your legs feel heavier as you climb the stairs to bed. You might chalk it up to just one of those days, but what's really happening is that those repeated sugar spikes have triggered enough inflammation to make your muscles work harder just to do their normal job. And it's not just about one banana or one day. When you're eating bananas regularly, which many seniors do because they're convenient and supposedly healthy, you're creating a pattern of blood sugar spikes and inflammation that compounds over time. It's like making tiny withdrawals from your leg strength bank account day after day, until you start noticing that your balance isn't quite as steady, your endurance isn't quite as strong. But wait, I know what you're thinking. What about all that potassium in bananas? Isn't that supposed to be good for muscles? And you're absolutely right to ask that question. Potassium is indeed crucial for muscle function, and bananas do contain a lot of it, about 400 milligrams per medium banana. However, here's something most people don't realize. As we age, our kidneys become less efficient at processing excess potassium. For seniors, especially those taking certain medications for blood pressure or heart conditions, too much potassium can actually become problematic. It can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia, where potassium levels in the blood become too high. The symptoms? Muscle weakness, fatigue, and in some cases, irregular heartbeat. So while that potassium might seem beneficial, for many seniors, it can contribute to the very muscle weakness we're trying to avoid. It's one of those ironic situations where something that's supposed to help can actually hurt, especially when consumed in large quantities or by people whose bodies are no longer processing it efficiently. Now, I don't want you to panic if you've been enjoying bananas regularly. Remember, knowledge is power, and understanding how your body responds to different foods is the first step towards making choices that support your strength and vitality rather than undermining it. Let me share something that really drives this home. I had a patient, Mary, who came to see me because she was concerned about her increasingly unsteady gait. She was 67, had always been active, but over the past year, she'd noticed that her usual morning walks were becoming more difficult. Her legs felt heavy, she was losing confidence in her balance, and she was starting to worry about falls. When we went through her typical diet, it turned out she was eating 2 bananas almost every day, one with breakfast and one as an afternoon snack. She thought she was doing something great for her health. After we made some simple adjustments to her fruit choices, focusing on lower glycemic options, she reported back within 3 weeks that her legs felt noticeably lighter and her confidence was returning. Now, you might be wondering, if not bananas, then what? And that's exactly what I want to talk about next, because the good news is, there are so many delicious, nutritious alternatives that can actually support your leg strength instead of compromising it. Instead of reaching for that banana, try a small apple with a tablespoon of almond butter. The fiber in the apple slows down sugar absorption, preventing those dramatic blood sugar spikes, while the healthy fats in the almond butter provide sustained energy. Or consider a handful of fresh berries, blueberries, raspberries, or blackberries. They're lower in sugar, packed with antioxidants that actually fight inflammation rather than promoting it, and they're absolutely delicious. For those of you who love the convenience factor of bananas, try keeping some cherry tomatoes or baby carrots handy. I know they're not sweet like fruit, but they provide that same grab-and-go convenience while offering nutrients that support muscle health without the sugar overload. Here's another fantastic alternative, avocado. Now, I realize avocado doesn't taste like banana, but hear me out. Half an avocado provides healthy fats that help stabilize blood sugar, plus potassium without the sugar spike. You can eat it plain with a little salt and pepper, spread it on whole grain toast, or add it to a smoothie for creaminess without the sugar rush. Speaking of smoothies, if you love banana smoothies, try making them with frozen cauliflower instead. I know that sounds strange, but frozen cauliflower gives you that creamy texture without any sweetness or sugar spike. Add some berries for natural sweetness, a handful of spinach for nutrients, and some protein powder, and you've got a muscle-supporting breakfast that won't leave your legs feeling heavy by afternoon. Now, I want to address something important here. I'm not telling you that you can never eat another banana in your life. What I'm suggesting is that awareness is key. If you do choose to enjoy a banana occasionally, pair it with some protein or healthy fat to slow down that sugar absorption. A banana with a small handful of walnuts, for example, will have a much gentler impact on your blood sugar than a banana eaten alone. Let me share another real-world example. I had a gentleman, Robert, age 72, who was an avid gardener. He'd been frustrated because his legs were giving out on him during his morning garden work. He couldn't understand why he felt so tired and shaky, especially since he thought he was eating healthily, including a banana every morning for the potassium. When we swapped his morning banana for a small bowl of mixed berries with some Greek yogurt, the change was remarkable. Within 2 weeks, he reported that he could work in his garden for longer periods without that leg fatigue. The berries provided antioxidants that actually reduced inflammation in his muscles, while the protein in the yogurt helped maintain steady energy levels. The key insight here is that senior nutrition isn't just about getting vitamins and minerals. It's about how your changing body processes different foods. What worked for you at 40 or 50 might not be the best choice at 70. Your body is wiser now in many ways, but it also needs more thoughtful fuel to perform at its best. I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture yourself 6 months from now, walking up those stairs with confidence, working in your garden without your legs feeling heavy, playing with your grandchildren without worrying about your balance. Picture yourself feeling strong and steady, knowing that every food choice you make is supporting your mobility rather than compromising it. This isn't just a dream, it's absolutely achievable. Your body has an incredible ability to respond to the right kind of nourishment, even if you're in your 70s, 80s, or beyond. Every day is a new opportunity to make choices that support your strength and independence. Here's what I want you to remember. Aging doesn't mean accepting weakness. It means becoming more strategic about how we nourish our bodies. It means understanding that the same foods that served us well in our younger years might need to be adjusted as our bodies change. The beautiful thing is that once you understand these principles, they become second nature. You start naturally reaching for foods that make you feel energetic and strong, rather than foods that leave you feeling tired and unsteady. It's not about deprivation or complicated diet rules. It's about working with your body instead of against it. If you've stayed with me this far, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Your commitment to understanding your health shows the wisdom that comes with experience. You're not just taking care of yourself. You're ensuring that you can continue to be there for your family, your community, and all the activities that bring you joy. Your health journey is precious, and it's never too late to make changes that will help you feel stronger and more vibrant. Whether you're 60, 70, 80, or beyond, your body is still capable of remarkable improvement when given the right support. If this information has been helpful to you, I'd love for you to share it with your friends and family. Sometimes the most valuable gift we can give our loved ones is knowledge that helps them live better, stronger lives. And if you want to continue learning about how to optimize your health as you age, consider subscribing to our channel. There's so much more wisdom to share, and I'd be honored to continue this journey with you. Remember, every small step you take towards better nutrition is a step towards stronger legs, better balance, and the confidence to keep living life on your terms. You deserve to feel strong and steady for many years to come, and with the right knowledge, that's exactly what you can achieve. Take care of yourself, and remember your best days are still ahead of you.